To be different could be the key of a possible success.
Gift bags, shopping bags, flat handle, twisted handle, e-commerce shipments, all of that on one machine, it is difficult to imagine.
We started from the idea to change after 125 years. This is a revolution in our market.
Today we can have a 100% paper-based e-commerce bags.
If you believe in the new idea, it's possible to propose a different product.
Today we have Mr. Walter Zanon of JB Machines with us. Thank you for coming on the podcast, Walter.
Thank you very much for having this podcast.
Thank you. Walter, I'm curious to know, the paper bag industry has been for 100 years and there is so much competition around. And you came up with this unique new way of making paper bags. Have you not faced any resistance from customers? I mean, why would one want to change the shape of their paper bag at this point? Because we are used to paper bags being in a particular way for over 100 years. What has been your experience?
The market and the way to make the paper bag has been in the time very conservative. And it's still today very conservative. So we wanted to look for a way to make something different, because to be different could be the key of a possible success. And we strongly looked for a different shape of the paper bag. And originally we started, I repeat, only from the shopping bag. And we designed then the machine to find a different way to make the paper bag in the fastest way. The current market is still in the block bottom style of paper bag since the last 100 years. We are proposing a new machine, a different style of paper bag, and a different style now of e-commerce mailer with a faster and the most flexible way technically possible today.
Are you saying the e-commerce mailer and the paper bag can be done on the same machine?
Yes, this is the main features, the main flexibility of our machine. All the possible bags known today, starting from shopping bag with twisted handle, with the flat handle and the die-cut handle, all the gift bags and all the full range of e-commerce bag can be manufactured with the same physical machine. This is a revolution in our market. All this range of bag can be possible to be made with a gusset bottom or without any gusset.
That is quite interesting to know, Walter, because in the current paper bag industry, it is difficult to do the entire range of products on any single machine. How did you come across this? What is the beginning of this idea? How did this happen?
It was very difficult in the original project. Our bag is glued on the sides and have the bottom gusset or the B-bottom. Instead, all the other bags have the gusset on the sides. So we started from a different point of view. We started working the paper from the reel in the opposite direction. This gave us many features and gave us in the past many different problems. Today we are very happy because we obtained a different machine and a different possible market and the best flexibility of the machine possible in the market and the faster machine in the market. So we are speaking now with, let me say, different thinking people. We have the possibility to face and to arrange a new, different market in respect the current traditional.
It's good that you raise this because, as you were saying, I was thinking it is difficult. People don't like change, and when they see something new, we face a lot of resistance first. What was your experience with your first customers when you went and showed them this new trend? What was the response you were getting?
Yes, people don't like change, no? What's our experience? Our experience is that who believes really in the change, who believes really in something different, got a success. I can speak for hours about our best friend in the USA, starting from the idea, he fell in love with our style bag, and he convinced a group of investors to invest in a new factory from zero. So they only knew the knowledge how to make the paper bags in the traditional way, and this guy fell in love with our style and started with a factory from zero, and now they have 7 machines running 24/7 and with a printer machine, and they are delivering our e-commerce style bag to many of the best US brands, okay? Or I could speak about our Spanish second customer that decided to design a new bag with the corners around it, die cut it, thanks to his daughter, and started in Spain alone. Today, Spain is our best market. Or the latest in India, the latest in the time, but not the latest for me for the market. Our Indian market today, in 3.5 years, is very, very important. We supplied 9 machines in 3.5 years, and everything started just to propose our style of bag, respect the plastic bag, because the change from plastic to paper is now. Is going on, already started. Remind that started in 2000 in Australia and Canada, then in Europe, then now in USA. So the plastic bags, of course, are very useful and will remain for multiple uses, but the paper is absolutely the future. We need to get a more environmental friendly product, but for the business, it's necessary to have something environmental friendly to sell. Remind that we are proposing a business to our customers, but our customers produce paper bags. So they have to propose this business to somebody else. Who is somebody else? The big brands owners, okay? Big companies that sell something. And then they have to sell something what? To the final customers, to the end user. What they have to sell? What can they sell? Eco-friendly products, because this is the main idea today, and they are advertising. That is the main core of the chain of the business.
That is interesting that you say that, because it takes innovation and creativity to create change or create new trends in the market. And you're absolutely right there, because unless we are able to give more value to our customers, they would not find ways to grow their business also. One thing I that caught my attention here is you have a strong market in the US, you have a strong market in Europe, and you have a strong market in India. And all the 3 economies are as different as it can be from each other. What I'm assuming is the machine is quite versatile and it is fit for any market. I mean, India, I know, is a price-sensitive market. US is more on a high production, high automation market. Spain is perhaps, what is your experience with these 3 markets? They're all 3 different markets. What challenges have you come across in each of these markets?
When we started to design the machine, we decided to design something very reliable. So we decided to make the machine much stronger. That is necessary, and to use commercial parts. This is very interesting for the manufacturer, and this has been the chain that drove us through these markets. USA need a high performing machine mostly, okay? Europe need absolutely high quality products. I think in Europe we are crazy to look for all the details of high quality, and even other different markets like India or Turkey, let me say a cheaper product, but they don't want to renounce to the quality. So what is the core? The core is that we realize the machine now that is configured, tailored to the customer necessity. Our machine is really very well done with commercial products that allowed to find all the products, the photocells, the motors, even the driver in the standard market, in the local market, in the local wholesales in any place. And this is very fine for the manufacturer because they are, let me say, happy, do not depend from the manufacturer. And mostly the customer can decide the price of the machine, just choosing the real and the right units and accessories they want to get in the machine. And they purchase this machine that is not so nice like now. It was a little bit ugly, because the first one they purchased in 2011 just for twisted shopping bag. And time by time, every 2-3 years, I propose them the new features. And today he has a machine of 12 years still producing with the last features of the e-commerce. Exactly like the latest machine that we can supply. This is a great feature, let me say. And this is a really very important features for the manufacturer, because the value of the machine is always fine, is always very high, because the customer, my customer, the manufacturer, can have always the latest version possible of the machine. Impossible to find in the market this kind of proposal.
Impossible to find, definitely, because gift bags, shopping bags, flat handle, twisted handle, e-commerce shipments with return resaleable, all of that on one machine. And at the same time, you say the machine can be upgraded at any time in the future. It is difficult to imagine, because being in the square bottom bags business for so long, I cannot think of one manufacturer that can have a design that is so versatile. How do you explain them? What is the design of the machine?
Yes, let me say, it would be much easier if I can show you something. If you have time, I can show you a 3D print of the machine. So it will be very, very easy in a while, in one shot, to see what's happening.
So this is the machine.
Yes, it's a pleasure to introduce you and to the listener our paper bag making machines. I already told them, let me reprise. We have a machine that is absolutely flexible in production and then can manufacture all the possible kind of products, from the e-commerce product to the twisted handle shopping bags. The philosophy of the machine is very clear and very clean. We have a basic machine that are the white parts, and each of the other parts colored are different units and different accessories that can be installed in the machine in any moment of the life of the machine, even after years. We start from the reel, paper reel of 1.2 meter wide. That is the standard for our market. And we have in this section the possibility to make a 1 or 2 release liner for the e-commerce bag, as I can show you now. And in this position, we can even applicate or not, the customer can decide, an eventual tear tape. Let me remind the market that today, the tear tape was only in plastic, but now is available even in paper. So we can have an e-commerce mailer with 1 or 2 release liner, and the tear tape really, really eco-friendly.
So today we can have a 100% paper-based e-commerce bags.
Yes, and in total, this mailer has been certified to be around 95, 96 or 98, depending the kind of the paper, biodegradable.
Okay.
That is a very high result.
Yes, that is indeed
possible to think 10 years ago. In the blue parts, we can supply the paper bags with a twisted handle. Let me show. We can supply the twisted handle with patch, like is very usual in our market. And let me introduce even the shape of the bag. That is very new, absolutely revolutionary. In this side, we can do also the top edge fold. That is this small edge fold on the tops. that allowed the bag to be more elegant, to print something, some information, to avoid to cut the skin, and become really a different product.
Walter, in the standard roll-fed square bottom bag machines, that top edge folding is not possible today, right?
No.
No, it is only in this.
Yes. We can even improve the machine with the green part that regards the possibility to make a flat handle in the same machine. The flat handle is manufactured in line, starting from a real stand for the flat, and all together can be run in the same handle making machine, and fitted in the main paper with these two towers that represent the two fitting of the handles. Let me reprise. If the customer wants to produce only an e-commerce paper bag or gift bag, just a customer, do not order these parts and these blues parts. Very simple. In any moment of the life of the machine, they can improve the production of the handles, ordering and installing these parts. And even this orange part represents the possibility to make paper bags or mailer without bottom gaffel. This kind of paper bag, this kind of mailer, do not have any folding on the bottom. So it's absolutely plain. And the surface of the advertisement is 100% all around. So this is another nice feature. Again, this part can be ordered or not, chosen by the customer. And these two parts are die-cut units that can allow to make some die cuts in the bag. For example, we can do the die cut handle with the patch or without the patch inside to reinforce, or we can make some small pre-cutting on the paper to rip the e-commerce mailer with the right or with the left handle for an easy opening. Then we have the collection of the bag in these two belts, and the operator can easily collect the bag and put the bag in the boxes. Another important feature, but not the latest, is that we are still the only one in the market to propose the machine with a touch screen, with all the windows for the remote assistance and to set up the machine. But mostly, the best important is that we supply the machine with even an iPad tablet that allow the operator to walk all around the machine with a Wi-Fi, through the Wi-Fi connection inside the machine. And so the operator can set up all the glues, can set up the machine, just walking all around, and without coming back every time to the touch screen. Important again, during the remote assistance via internet, we can see all the data of the machine. Okay, our technicians can connect to the machine and check all the data. But with a tablet, with a camera on the back, we can see the problem. And with the camera in front of the tablet, the two technicians can see each other and share even the languages, share all the details. This helps a lot for the remote assistant. That is one of our best service.
That is amazing, Walter, because for a machine like this, especially when it is new, that is perhaps one of the big concerns customers will have. How long is the machine?
The machine is 19 meters long and is 4 meters wide without the handle making machine, or 7 meters wide with the handle units, 23 tons.
23 tons.
So I need 3 containers to ship, and this gives the idea of the strongness of the machine.
Walter, in your experience, What kind of customers go for a JB machine?
Well, this is a very interesting question, because in our history we can meet different kind of customers, and we have a very good customer already manufacturing paper bags. Spanish customer are already, all of them are manufacturer of paper bags. The USA is a new player. In India we have new players, okay, mostly coming back from plastic manufacturing, and we have even other manufacturer now, like in Poland or like in Sweden, that are decided to invest it and came from new positions of the market.
No, that is so. What you're saying is, it does not matter if you are an existing paper bag manufacturer or a new paper bag manufacturer. It gives opportunity in both cases. What about the brand owners? How did the brand owners perceive or receive this new shape in from your experience in all the previous projects you have done?
So we don't mind if a potential new customer for us is already manufacturing paper bag or is a new player. We want to share with this new player how much do you believe, because the end user or the brand owner companies many times are really fall in love with this new shape. Sometimes no, but this is usual in the market. But my experience, my telling stories is, if you believe in the new idea, it's possible to propose a different product and a different alternative market. And this is the most successful possible way to do a market.
Well said there, because as you said, we have to believe in the new idea. And I think with what I hear, most of one common thing among all your customers are they are creative, they are willing to test new things. They want to be different. They want to stand out. Is that correct?
Yes, this is interesting. This is very true. Many of our customers are really creative people, thanks to their sellers or thanks to their production manager, but the teams all together with us developed all the features you saw, and this is continuing. I cannot tell you what's the future, because the future will be very, very positive and very booming, but we are still working like this.
Walter, one thing we know, the machine is flexible. There is no arguments to that. But with flexibility, are we compromising on speed, or capacity? It's because generally the more flexible, the slower is the trend. So, what is the case with your machine in this case?
Thank you for the question. Can I tell something about the bag? This is our bag, the bag produced with our machine, and let me say that we can do this bag up to 230 pieces per minute in the e-commerce configuration, and up to 190 pieces per minute in the configuration with the handles. This is one of the best production rates in the world, absolutely. And even if we want to tell the stories of our customers, we have customers producing from 4 to 5 million bags for mouth, for machine with handles, and some customer arrive 6 million mailer manufactured for machines for mouth with the e-commerce mailer. That is absolutely a great result. Also, we can manufacture this bag with a wide like this from 18 to 80 centimeters.
Wow.
And we can reach 61 centimeters in the height. This helps a lot to make all the sizes, from the smaller, I told you, 18 centimeters to 80 centimeters. So it's possible, for example, to produce all the bags for cushions, for home furniture, for the winter jackets. Very, very big bag, fully automatic made. Another story is about the bottom. The current block bottom machine can reach 25, 28, and bigger you have to purchase dedicated machine. Thanks to our features, we can reach bottom gusset from 4 cm to 35, or as I already said, without any gusset.
It has been an amazing conversation. And it is great to hear your story on how you've developed this technology and how customers have started accepting this big innovation in the paper bags industry. It has been a pleasure to have you on this podcast, Walter.
Thank you so much for your time, and it's been a pleasure to meet you all.